had an experience today I wanted to share with everyone. I got a message from Source. As many of you know, we are nomads and travel consistently for places that we live. And we are now in Puerto Morelos in Mexico. And I was walking along and saw a church that is here. Mexico churches, I find, are very profound and healing. As a recovering Roman Catholic, this is not something I practice at home in Canada, but here it's different. The doors are always wide open for anyone to just walk in as they will. So I did. I sat down. I had no questions, but I did want answers. And boy, did I get my answer. This, I know, will change your life as it did mine. It's helped me stop the monkey mind, the crazy brain, the overthinking, overfeeling, anxiety. And I'm still working on it because this is fairly new. So hang in there. I'll give you this secret. Now, with that being said, I am trained and certified in neurolinguistic programming. I use this practice with my clients on a regular basis. And part of the education in NLP is to not follow your train of thought, is not to engage in it, is to simply watch it pass on by over and over and over again, like boxes on a conveyor belt. Of course, I know this and I understood it. In fact, if anything, it made it more frustrating that I couldn't do this because I was well trained in the understanding of this practice. But alas, the answers, which I wasn't looking for, came to me. So I was getting knowings and downloads as I was staring into a red candle that was off in the distance on the altar. I can't remember actually the knowings that I got, but this is what I recall profoundly. Is as I was getting the knowings, I was translating it in my head. Now, when I get these knowings, downloads from Source, Akashic Records, when I work with my clients, of course I say it out loud because I'm there to work with them. And I am to translate these knowings out loud. But when I get them with myself, I had to do the same thing. I say it out loud in my head. You know what I mean, right? And then I start having this dialogue with it. I'll argue it. I'll question it. Is it really me? Is it not me? I just go through this whole thing. Sometimes it's a great conversation. But this is exactly what I was doing. And Source was very loud. I said, stop doing that. Like, stop doing what? Stop translating it in your language and saying it out loud in your head. Just get the knowing. And then get the feeling. And then pinpoint where that feeling is in your body. I don't know why it just clicked then, but I got it. So I was trying this. It was hard because I kept wanting to replay it in my head. It was really hard not to replay it, not to say it word for word out loud, because a knowing is not like a voice in your head. It's not like somebody talking to you like, I don't know, let's say a friend talking to you. Oh, I heard this information. I read it and saw it on a podcast. I thought you would really like it because I know you're having trouble with blah, blah, blah. It's not like that. It's just like this stamp of knowing, of understanding. And then I would repeat it in my language, obviously the English language, in my head. So it was really hard to cut it off there, to bypass that part. So immediately, then I had to find it in my body. And then I would I would find it like in my sacral chakra. I actually would find it like around the sides of my belly. I would feel it in my chest. I feel it in my heart, sometimes in my head, very rarely though. Feel it in my arms, solar plexus, root chakra, etc. So I did this. I've been doing this ever since. even things that are uncomfortable for me. I just feel it. So I'm not just doing this with knowings and downloads. I'm doing this with every day, every minute to minute experience that I'm having. And as soon as I start overthinking in my head, I know I'm not doing it anymore. Does that make sense? I had to share it with you. I am writing a book. I think I'm being told I should call it the Book of Wisdom, but I haven't looked it up, so I'm sure there is a book called the Book of Wisdom. But every time I'm getting these knowings, of course I do have to translate it, I am keeping track of it. So it will become a book one day. Namaste.